Good evening, everyone. Time for a quick weather update on an increasingly active weather pattern in the coming days. We have the chance for a storm over the weekend. Right now, I think it's a glancing blow, and that will be Saturday night. Here's what's happening tonight. A very weak disturbance is passing to our south. All of that snow you see there should remain to our south. There's a lot of moisture back through the Four Corners region. The reason I mentioned that moisture will actually grab some Gulf of Mexico moisture and become a more sizable storm in the ocean over the weekend. Here's how it plays out. This one run off of the European model. This is going to become a sizable storm to our east late Saturday into Saturday night. Now, it's worth mentioning the central pressure in the storm could be comparable to a Category 3 hurricane, so it's that kind of storm that we're dealing with here. It's not going to be a hurricane or anything like that, but we're looking at a pretty intense nor'easter that will be probably just too far to our east to bring us a blockbuster here, but certainly needs to be watched given its strength and track here. It looks like a glancing blow as Maine will be situated right on the extreme northwestern edge of this one. I still think we're going to get accumulating snow, but it looks like the bulk and heaviest snowfall and strongest winds will remain just to our east. Just a few forecast models that are on board with this solution. This is the European model here. There's the central pressure, again, probably just a little too far east to bring us a blockbuster. We're right on the edge between hefty snowfall totals and not much at all farther off to the north and west. This is the GFS model here. This is pretty much the only outlier, a little bit too far south and east for a big impact in our neck of the woods. Again, that's probably the outlier. The North American model is on board with this one, giving us accumulating snow. That will be Saturday night. The Canadian model, more of the same. This is actually a valid 1 a.m. on Sunday on board with bringing us some snowfall with the heaviest coastal central Maine and down east Maine. Storm tracker starts us around 7 o'clock tomorrow with some clouds. Look for some developing sun. Again, that disturbance to our south tonight is going to stay to our south. Air temps tomorrow should warm to around 30 degrees, I think, which is seasonable. It's normal for this time of year. I think it's sun to increasing clouds on Friday. We'll probably start with some sunshine on Saturday as well. Saturday will feature increasing clouds, and again, a very sharp contrast between a lot of snow and not much at all. It looks like Storm Tracker is pinpointing the steadiest snowfall right at the coastline here in down east Maine, inland, and particularly hills and mountains, not nearly as much as coastal areas. So again, any shift in track will significantly change that forecast, because we could be talking about a storm tracking even 25, 30, 40 miles off to the east, not much at all. If it tracks farther off to the west, we could be talking about a more significant storm. I'm not even going to rule it out. If it tracks farther west, we could be talking about blizzard conditions for parts of Maine. This is snowfall accumulation run off of the European model. Take it with a grain of salt because it's still many days out here. Highest snowfall totals will be over eastern Maine, southern and coastal parts of Maine, a little bit less here, 5, 6 inches here. Down in southern New England, just a little bit more, with some spots getting 7, 8, 9, 10 inches of snow there. So again, several days out. Track means everything in these storm systems. Look for partly sunny skies tomorrow, more the same on Friday. We'll start with some sun Saturday. Our next storm moves in Saturday afternoon, or more so evening. I think it's during the overnight hours. We should get most of the accumulating snow. Sunday gets colder, clearing skies with temps in the 20s. That's during the morning. We'll be falling through the teens. And winter's making a comeback here. Look for highs in the teens with lows below zero for many towns Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's my latest thoughts tonight. We'll have more updates, of course, coming up on Fox 23 at 10, CBS 13 at 11, and Amanda will have more updates tomorrow morning. We'll see you then. Have a nice night.